Hey guys! Hey, it's Alaina back with another YouTube video, and as you can see, I'm in my kitchen right now, and you're probably wondering like, why are you in your kitchen, Alaina? And the reason why I'm in my kitchen is because I'm going to be baking a cake. For those who don't know, or if you haven't noticed, if you look down there, it says 100. It says 100 subscribers, yes. So we reached 100 subscribers, and to celebrate, I'm going to be baking a cake. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. So before I start getting into doing my cake and stuff like that, I need to wash my hands. You know, hygiene is what we're all about. So for the cake, I am going to actually be making 2 different cakes because I wanted to have the funfetti for, you know, more celebratory, but then at the same time I wanted the chocolate cake because chocolate cake is my favorite type of cake. So, you know, I'm trying to treat myself a little bit more with this one. But we're gonna start off with the funfetti cake mix. So the first thing that this cake mix calls for is to preheat the oven. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350. The next step that it calls for is to prep your pan. So I'm going to do that. So to prep my pan, I'm going to be taking some Crisco on a paper towel, and I'm just going to spread that around in my pan. And then after that, I'm going to take a little bit of flour and put it in there. This helps so that the cake doesn't stick to the pan. A little bit of flour. You don't really need like a specific measurement. I'm just going to put it in there. Ooh. And basically what I'm gonna do is just kind of just, you know, move it around a little bit so that the whole bottom and the sides get coated. Now that I prepped that pan, I'm going to be just doing the exact same thing on the other pan because I'm going to be doing a 2-layer cake. First thing we gotta do is put the cake mix in the bowl. The recipe calls for 1 cup of water, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Now it calls for half a cup of oil, so I'm gonna do that now. Now it calls for 3 eggs, so that's what I'm gonna do next. The next thing I have to do is I have to mix this on medium for 2 minutes. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to be putting my batter into my pans. Now that I'm done putting my batter into the pans and my oven is preheated, I'm going to be putting this in the oven now. Whew, this is hot. Let me stop. Gotta be serious. It says to leave my cakes in for roughly 29 to 33 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start cleaning up my stuff a little bit so that I can get my stuff ready for the other cake. And I'll be back when those are done. But I'm gonna keep checking on them, make sure I don't burn them. I'm in the kitchen and whipping, seasoning a chicken. Hey. So y'all, my cakes got done a little bit early, so I'm gonna take them out now. Oh my God, we get it. Sorry about my timer. Yeah, we're taking them out. So the cakes are done, but I'm going to let them cool before I flip them onto the little, this thing. Now my cakes are cool, and I'm going to be flipping them onto these little cardboard things, you know, so that it will be easier, you know, when it comes time to decorate and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a butter knife and kind of just do this a little bit. Make sure it's not stuck on the sides. And now I take this and just flip it onto here. Hopefully it flips. Hold up. It's not coming off. Well, we're gonna set her aside. My cakes are done. I'm about to take them out. About to take them out. About to take them out. So this one, and now the second one. So while those cakes are cooling off, I'm going to layer the funfetti cakes. I kind of messed up by putting it on 2 separate things. I won't make that mistake with the chocolate cake. I'm gonna do the right thing, you know? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill up this bag a little bit with some icing, and then I'm basically just gonna like do a circle and then like kind of fill it in a little bit and then put this layer on top of it. I'm gonna use this little thing to kind of just, you know, smack it in. If you haven't noticed already, this is my first time like baking and decorating a cake myself, so I'm no pro. So yeah, if it looks dusty, if it looks messy, you know why. So now I'm gonna kind of spread it around a little bit so that it's even. So I just washed my hands, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like, I don't know if that's gonna work though. We're gonna try. Ooh, yeah, like you see the top, it kind of. Look at it, look at it. It's pretty, pretty. She a little messed up. You see, like the top part got stuck to this. But it's okay. It's okay. We can fix her. We could definitely fix her. Give her a makeover. How am I getting icing all over myself? Oh my god. I'm gonna start getting into putting some icing on the outside of this cake. So yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna try to be a little bit neater with this one than I was with the last one, because last one I was a bit I was not doing it neatly. I was doing it very messily. So I'm gonna try to do better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the icing, the remaining icing from this, and I'm just gonna smack it on top. And just, oops, spread her around. This cake is looking so bad. Oh my god. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this cake aside, and then I'll come back to it to decorate it, and then I'm gonna do the icing for the other cake. I am back with the chocolate cake fully frosted, and so the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to write thank you on this cake in like a pink color icing. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take a little bit of this vanilla icing with some food coloring, and I'm going to, you know, put that in a little piping bag so that I can, you know, write that on there. I think I might actually use one of these like fancier little tips on here. I think I'm gonna use this one right here. It has like one of these like this on it, you see? Yeah. So it's gonna look a little different than just the regular tips. And then I'm gonna probably use these different types of sprinkles, like these star sprinkles. This one has like different shapes and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I can't use too much of this vanilla frosting because I still need to use it for my other cake. So I'm gonna try to use as little as possible. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take these gel food color things, and I'm gonna try not to use a lot of the red because I want it to be more pink. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just start off with a really little amount, and I'm gonna mix it with this butter knife in this tiny little bowl. That's what it looks like, yay. I'm gonna just put that in the bag and then write thank you on it. The reason why I'm writing thank you is because I'm really appreciative of you all, and I just wanted to, you know, thank you, you know, for getting me here. The A looks so bad, and they're like, the letters are kind of spaced out a little bit too much, or like kind of awkwardly, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, the positioning of the words is definitely like off, like it's definitely like bad, but we're just gonna roll with it. And I think because I have a little bit of icing left, I might actually just like, hopefully I have enough to do like a ring maybe, or maybe I'll just do like dots or something. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to be using these little stars. They come in different colors, and I think I'm gonna just put those like all over the place. This is what the cake looks like. It looks a bit corny, but I know it's gonna taste good. So yeah, that's that cake. So now I'm gonna take this one away, and then I'm gonna do the vanilla one. So hopefully that turns out okay. Well guys, I am back. I iced this funfetti cake here, and it actually doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of surprised by that. And what I'm gonna do for this one is gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna use these flower tips, and I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna be doing like blue flowers on it, like kind of like around it. After I do that, I'm going to basically just put some of these like assorted sprinkles on it. And then I have candles. I have candles that say 100. So yeah, I'm gonna use that. So hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad. When I first had an idea for making a cake, I actually wanted to do like, I was gonna do like one of those frog cakes, but now I'm like, no, we're keeping it simple, because if I can barely ice a cake, just regular, what makes you think I'm gonna be able to do like frogs and designs and stuff like that? Like, no, it's not happening. I'm gonna mix the icing. So I'm basically just gonna do the same thing I did to mix the pink icing. I'm gonna take the vanilla icing and put it in one of these little bowls. And then I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of one of these gel food colorings. And I wanna do light blue, so I'm gonna use the blue one, but I'm not gonna use a lot because I don't want it to be like a dark blue or like how blue it is on this package here. It's like super blue. I don't want it like that. I want it like a soft blue. And I'm gonna be using a butter knife to mix it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have enough icing to do different types of flowers. So I might do like 2 different types in 2 different colors, like blue and maybe purple, if I mix the blue and the red food colorings. But I'm gonna just see how it goes first. This is what it looks like. Ain't she cute? She's cute. So yeah, we're gonna put her in a bag. And then we're gonna just go with it. Oh, I definitely didn't scrunch, like fold the bag up a little bit. So I kind of messed that up. It's gonna be messy now. Well, let's see. I'm gonna just put one right in the center. It actually kind of looks cool, I'm not even lying. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this tip right here. It's this flower. So I'm gonna do these in the purple that's on here. But yeah, I'm gonna use a little bit of these and I'm gonna just kind of like, just do it at random, sprinkle them. There's stars, there's jimmies, there's dots, there's circles, there's beads in here, like different types of shapes of sprinkles. I just washed my hands and I'm going to be putting on the candles now. But I'm gonna kind of like neaten up just a tad bit, and then I'm gonna light these candles and we're gonna celebrate a little bit, you know? So guys, now I have both of my cakes here and I'm about to light the candles. And there we go. So I just wanted to thank you all for getting me to 100 subscribers. I never thought that I could do it, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. So thank you for, you know, watching my content, supporting my channel, and, you know, having fun with me, you know? These cakes look kind of dusty, but it's the thought that counts. So thank you all. Anyways, guys, that's all for today's YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you didn't, it's okay to leave a dislike. If you want to see some more content from me, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to be safe and responsible. Bye.
I'm doing an outro. I'm doing an outro.